What happens when you mix any MOBA of your choice, Command & Conquer / Red Alert, and apply some TF2-ish graphics and characters? Let's find out! Welcome to Mik Ogniokrwisty's review show! Tonight we're gonna be taking a look at a little gem I found on Steam called Battalions. And I realized on first sight it may not be too impressive, but I actually had a lot of fun with it. Why? Because it does everything that I like, and it keeps itself balanced. And maybe just me being a bit biased, but I really like everything that this game does. Mixing the elements of MOBA, a strategy game, and an expressive and cartoony style that makes everything look simple enough and easy to distinguish from everything else. So what is the goal of the game? Well, there are two ways to win. Either A, capture and hold the control points until you get to 150 victory points, or B, eliminate all the enemy units. Wait, what? What do you mean eliminate all enemy units? You know how hard it would be to track down all the minions in all lanes and keep them dead? You'd have to push all the way to... You assume two things just because it's a MOBA. One, there are no minions that spawn. Wait, so how do you push lanes? You don't. There are no lanes. Just a base where you can heal with nothing to destroy there, and the control points you need to cap and hold in order to amass the victory points. And 3 secondary objectives that don't directly contribute to your victory. How are you supposed to get to all those places with just 5 people and no minions? You don't. You control a whole squad of people. Oh? I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Following the game's name, you're in charge of one of the 5 battalions, which consists between anything from 3 to 4, 6, 12, a lot of units depending on which battalion you pick. Wait, wouldn't it be a mess to control this many units? Yes, which is why you can assign up to 5 control groups with control 1 and 5 and select them with 1 through 5. You can also use shift and control to select multiple units before assigning them, and one unit can be on multiple groups too. And how do I know which battalion is the best? That depends on your playstyle. There are artillery units, there are straightforward tank units, there are heavy tanks, there are light tanks, there's sniper units, there's mortars, there's infantry, there's anti-infantry, there's recon units, and then there's anti-tank recon units. There's a lot of choices you have. But on the very beginning you start with only 3. The medium crusader tanks that are a jack of all trades and can make quick work of lighter tanks and scout units. There's the fast and fragile Doom Raiders with their SMGs that shred through infantry but do jack to armor, and the Impulsor infantry, which use anti-armor rockets to pulverize anything that has more than 2 inches of steel plating, but do jack to full soldiers and light scouts. Oh! Tactical rock paper scissors! Just like in Red Alert and such! Yep. There are certain units that excel at fighting other certain units, and it's important to choose who you're going to go up against. Trying to take on an anti-tank scout with an anti-tank tank is not gonna end well. Wait, how do I know who is good against what? Wouldn't I need to experiment to find out the best targets? That won't be necessary. The game actually highlights which targets you want to go after when you enter the match, and when you're not in one, you can select the battalion and you'll get a breakdown of what armor types it's effective against, and what will bounce right off your skin, whether it's clad in leather or in 20 centimeters of composite steel. Well, the game sounds easy enough. What's so challenging about it if you're told what is and isn't worth going after? You can just respawn and go after another battalion, right? Actually, no. You don't. When a unit dies, it doesn't respawn. Wait, like, ever? Well, not until the end of the match. This makes survival of your troops critical to your success. This is one of the game's biggest challenges and makes every kill satisfying because every death is a slight tip of the scales. Okay, what about the units themselves? Are they any fun? Are they just copy pasta, or do they actually have some personality? Yeah, each unit has its own personality and responses to being selected, moving, running low on health, attacking targets that they're good against, weak against, or even okay against.
Medium tanks ready. Relocating as directed. Sir, inflicting heavy damage. Action! Almost destroyed! Oh man, bullets are bouncing off!
And if you try to clear the shit out of them, you'll get some extra dialogue.
Awaiting orders. Yes? Size doesn't matter. Don't worry, I can get the job done. I
Is
can
it gonna
hide in a
explode?
pinch.
No?
I kick ass
This
too.
isn't a Blizzard game.
I am as fast as recon units, almost.
The cast is still very diverse. We have the Apocalypse Juggernauts, which are confident in their heavy armor plating and self-conscious about their speed.
The instrument of doom.
Slowly advancing.
Vengeance is near.
Then there's the feisty stealth depth Predators, which
They have more bite.
than the bigger tanks. And there's the action-addicted Doom Raiders.
Keep moving or fight. Go, go, go! Need more action. Yeehaw! Eat my dust. Itching for a fight. Let's take an objective.
No comparison to CNC for this one? No, I think I've driven the point home here. And to add another layer of strategy, everyone gets abilities they can use to help you in your combat or to escape a bad encounter. There's a variety of options you have depending on which battalion you're using. You can turn invisible, slow down your enemy's units, you can speed boost yourself, and you can even try to drop some bombs on people to try and discourage or deter them, and more. And if things get too hard, you can use an extraction ability that will pull your whole squad out of the fire and drop you back at the base. And while you can still die while extracting, being attacked won't interrupt it. This is taking a while. Yep, that's why capturing secondary objectives is important. Capturing the helipad reduces the extraction and limbo time, getting the comm tower slows your enemy's progress, and getting the satellites allows you to see what's happening on the control points. Wait, what's that yellow thing? Oh, that's normal. It indicates how close you are to locking that point down. So your enemies can't cap it, right? Isn't that OP? Not really. You need to have at least one unit on the point to lock it, and they only stay locked for so long, and the enemy can interrupt the locking process by moving any of their units onto it. And you really want to lock the secondary objectives to get the extra benefits from them. You can even lock the enemy raider to reveal all their units, including the cloaked ones.
Sir.
Alright, where can I get the game? It's on Steam, and it's free. And if you don't want to go there, they have their own site. Come on, hop online and let's play it. It'll be fun. I'll even bring cookies for the devs to hand out to new players. And while the game is installing, why not subscribe to me so we get notified when I put another vid out on their web? Maybe it'll be as fun as this one. And if that doesn't convince you, you can click on the annotations to see more of my stuff. Maybe one of them will sway you. You just had to put in some shameless self-promotion, didn't you? Yeah? Why not? I'm basically committing myself to the channel and promising people there's gonna be more things coming out. And it gives them easy access to my auto reviews and response videos so they don't have to waste their time clicking onto my channel and looking for the other videos I make. Didn't you promise yourself not to do that? Yeah, I did. I thought that if people liked my stuff, they would do it on their own, that I wouldn't need to tell them to subscribe. I mean, if they like what they do, they're bound to sub anyway, right? So you're abandoning that viewpoint just so we can pander to their laziness? Well, I guess so. I never thought of it that way. So now what? You're still pandering to them. There's the sub button, there's the annotations that lead to your other videos, and you even put in a card, a bloody card! All that work just so other people can be raising, and what does it get you? You're abandoning your own ideals just to get a few extra subs and views? Is that who you want to be? A sellout? A crash grab? This isn't why you started doing this! I guess you're right. As usual. Yeah, I'm you, remember? Yeah. Want a cookie? Sure!